Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I'm back to do a really quick video here, just kind of a recent finds video. As you guys know from my previous couple or few videos, I've been going through the process of cleaning out my collection, upgrading the condition and cleaning stuff out and all that good stuff. And so one of the things I've been doing is there's a guy who owns an independent record store a few towns away. It was kind of the guy really that when I first started collecting, I don't know what percentage of my collection came from his store, but a very high percentage did. I bought tons of stuff from him. I've known him for years now. So as I'm cleaning stuff out, I've been taking a lot of stuff that I know he likes in his store, especially around the classic rock and stuff like that, and been trading it in. And he's been giving me really, really great store credit for it. So I've been, of course, using that store credit to purchase stuff that I want to kind of upgrade my collection with. So that's been pretty awesome. So just wanted to share some of the stuff I picked up in the last week and a half or so. Um, I'm doing pretty good on the cleaning out of my collection. I've cleaned out 38 cubes so far. I've been through 38 cubes of records. I've probably pulled out, I would say at least 200 records I've pulled out of my collection so far. They'll probably hit more than that actually. So I've pulled out over 200 records and I still have 23 more cubes to go through. So it's going. The process is definitely going. But yes, let me just kind of jump into it. And let me start off too when I talk about recent finds here. Tutor, there you go. After watching your video and seeing that awesome demonstration you did about the value of cleaning your CDs and uh, static control and all that stuff, I mean, you more than convinced me, and I thought that was just a very awesome thing. So I ordered some of those wipes, and I'm cleaning every single album I have and cleaning out the bad stuff, or not so good stuff, not bad. And so I decided I'm gonna go through my CD collection, do the exact same thing, go through and clean every single one and clean out anything that's not perfect. And I'm doing it exactly the way that you demoed it in your video. So yeah, I mean, I say I really appreciate it, and not to mention it's just kind of fun, actually taking the time to go back through each one of your pieces and pull out an artist and kind of lay it out and just checking out the CDs I haven't maybe looked at in a while, and even just from the artwork and everything, even though it's a CD, but still just kind of seeing your collection and interacting with it again. So it's been fun in that regard too. But I'm gonna go through and clean out every one of my CDs as well. So again, Tuturtle, thanks, man. Glad you posted that video, and it definitely hit home with me. So let me move on. So here's stuff that I got from the trade that I did. Two trades actually. So this has kind of been two times I've gone in and traded stuff from them. I'll start off with what's playing in the background. This double CD of Cash, which I've wanted for quite some time. I've loved this song. I hung my head ever since I saw it on the episode of The Shield. Anytime you somehow associate Johnny Cash with something dealing around death, like his music, his tone, his feel just brings the emotions and everything from that afterlife on more so than any artist ever. And that's how they kind of used it in The Shield, was after one of their friends died and they were at his gravesite, and I was just like so moved by that song. That was the first time I heard it, so I'm glad I finally got the CD. But some artists just kind of have that skill of just being able to relate to a certain event or a certain type of event. Cash with death, or what might be another one? John Mellencamp, when it comes to like small town living. I know like he had the song Small Town and everything, but just his discography overall, it's just he captures that small town living and all the great things about it and the powerful things about it and the essence of it better than any artist. And there's a number of artists that do that in different areas, but again, Cash is definitely the one I think when it comes to death, that beyond. I mean, songs like I Hung My Head and Ain't No Grave or Ghost Riders in the Sky, songs freak me out every time I listen to them. It's like I'm watching a horror movie. They just freak me out. But that's the power of Cash. So anyway, let me jump into the finds from this trade. Number one, Stevie Wonder, Music of My Mind. you guys kind of know, I'm starting off my MoFi collection, and Stevie is one of the artists I want to gather ASAP. Excuse me. So there's a couple other of his albums I want to get, but right now I have Talking Book and Music of the Mind, so more of the genius in the collection. I also grabbed a copy of Weezer. It's the Green Album, of course, with Hash Pipe and a few other good things on there. And then I also picked up a copy of Weezer, the Blue Album, which was the first album that actually brought me to Weezer. You know, the classics with Buddy Holly, Undone, Say It Isn't So. Those were the first songs I ever heard by Weezer that brought me to him. So yeah, so those pickups were pretty nice. I really wish he had more MoFi pressings. I would have used all my credit strictly on that, but those were just the couple that he had. And I did pull this out too because if someone in the VC is interested, I'm going to get rid of these out of my collection now after getting those. I do have a sealed copy of Weezer, the Blue Album. This is I think it's a Holland pressing. This was made in Holland. And then I also have a very nice near mint copy of the Green Album. And this is actually on green clear vinyl. So I pulled those out the other night when I got those two, and I don't think I'm gonna keep two pressings of each one of this particular album. I don't love them that much. I really like the albums, but not in a collectible way. So if anyone is interested, you know, trade kind of or whatever else, just PM me. Instead, don't put anything in the link here, but just like PM me, maybe a list of some things you have that you're trying to get rid of or up for trade or whatever the case may be. So moving along to some other things out of the trade, I picked up a brand new copy of After the Gold Rush. So that was nice. It was really weird too because the guy kind of asked me at first, he was like, so what exactly are you doing? Are you just trying to get all new stuff? Are you getting rid of stuff you haven't listened to? Or are you getting... And I was like, yeah, kind of all of the above. I'm getting rid of some stuff. I'm trying to upgrade condition on some things and blah, blah, blah. Because I think when he saw a number of the records I bought were in the same stack, excuse me, of stuff I was trading in, I think he was kind of like, wait a minute, you're trading in a decent copy of Neil Young's Gold Rush to get another copy of Neil Young's After the Gold Rush. But yeah, again, just trying to upgrading some stuff to new copies. So there was that one. Also picked up Muddy Waters, Original Blues Classic. I do have a good chunk of Mud, but when I saw this one, just the playlist on it, or the track list on it, was just really, really good. So I thought this would be another great piece of Mud to have in the collection. And then I finally got my hands on Coldplay, Ghost Stories, their newest album, which is a really, really good album. It's not quite as upbeat / up-tempo and so forth as some of their previous work, but definitely a very, very good album. And again, I love Coldplay. I love what those guys do. Now this was not new, but it was another great find. Porky's Revenge, great soundtrack. I love the whole Porky series, period. I mean, I have all 3 of the movies on DVD, but pretty decent soundtrack here too. And gotta love the boys from Angel Beach. I picked up a better copy too of Styx, Pieces of 8. Nice used copy. I think I got this for like $3, but everything was mint on this one, which was nice. So much better copy than the one I had before. And then when I was cleaning out my collection, I cleaned out most of my Led Zeppelin collection that I had at the time. Because I just kind of decided I wanted to go ahead and upgrade to all the new reissues. So I used some of the trade to pick up a new copy of Led Zeppelin 1. And I also picked up a copy of Led Zeppelin 2. And I also picked up a copy of Led Zeppelin 3, the new reissue. And I should say, this is another one that I have too. I have an older pressing of Led Zeppelin 2 that's in great condition, VG++ to close to near mint. And so, but again, I just decided to kind of upgrade all of my Led Zeppelin since I had this trade. So that's another one too. If anyone is interested, shoot me a PM, let me know if you want to do a trade or swap or anything. But that's Led Zeppelin 3. Then I also got Led Zeppelin 4. This one is the 2 LP set. Okay, so this is the one that comes with the, there's one LP, just, you know, regular tracks, and then the second LP are like alternative takes and different mixes of the original album. So you kind of get two versions, two mixed versions, if you will, of the same album. So that's what's on Led Zeppelin 4 there. And then I also got Houses of the Holy. So that's what I picked up Zeppelin wise. So I still need also, well, actually I'll talk about that next video. And then last but not least here, from the vinyl side, I did pick up a new copy of Rolling Stones' Let It Bleed. My other copy wasn't quite perfect playing condition, so, and this being one of my favorite Stones albums, I wanted to make sure I had one that was in perfect condition. Only thing I did not kind of like about it, I didn't realize it because it was sealed, is that it's on clear vinyl. Which I don't mind clear vinyl as much as any other type of vinyl that's out there, but you know, I don't know, Rolling Stones, if I'm spinning Give Me Shelter, I kind of rather just see black vinyl on the turntable. But still, sounds good, and I will definitely keep it. And then last but not least, there was a few CDs also got on the trade there too. Of course, I showed you Cash a moment ago. David Bowie, Scary Monsters. This is actually a sealed copy, which was nice. You know, Ashes to Ashes and a few other things on there. One of the records I pulled out of my collection, based on condition, was Neil Diamond's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. So I found this on CD for only $1.90. So I went ahead and picked that up too. And little Enya, The Memory of the Trees. I love Enya. It's only $1.90 as well, so got that too. So those are all of the things I picked up within the trade. Actually, there's one other thing. There's a box set that I picked up in the trade as well, but I'll kind of share that in the actual individual part of the box set series or whatever. So those are the things that I picked up. As I mentioned, there's a couple of trades that I have that I think it's something that some people in the VC might be pretty interested in. So again, PM me, maybe some stuff you have for trade or whatever, and we can kind of work something out. That's Led Zeppelin 3, Weezer Green album in the blue. And what I probably need to do too is this weekend, I'll try to do a video of the stuff that I've pulled out, just to see if there may be a few things in there that people might be interested in before I take it to trade it in. You know, just to kind of share with the VC what's out there. There's a couple things I've already pulled aside for a couple people because I know they'll want them. It's kind of like hands down, I know they will. So there's a few things I have pulled aside. But again, I've pulled well over 200 plus albums out of my collection. And even now in the stack that's pulled here, I guarantee there's probably close to 150 records sitting over there right now. So I'm sure there's some stuff in there that someone might be interested in. But as always, thanks for watching, VC. Let me know what you think, and we will be back to talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.